Hi everyone, welcome to the Aipri Verse. This video will be a news update on information related to Onegai Aipri and a bit of Himits no Aipri news. Let's start off with Onegai Aipri news. On February 26th, we got a teaser promotional video for the Onegai Aipri anime, a few sneak peeks at some of the upcoming Aipri cards, a story summary, and we know the character names too. I'll introduce the characters first to prevent confusion. We have a new cast of characters. First, let's go over one of our main characters. Her name is Inori Konami. She has a cheerful personality. One thing I noticed is that she's a first year in middle school, like most of the other mainline Prairie series main characters. So that means that we're basically starting over again. The second character is the other main character. Her name is Aoi Yumemiya. She is a caring girl that wants to achieve her dreams. She's also in her first year in middle school. Aoi lives with Fortu. The third character is Gumi Tomosaka. She is good at making friends with everyone. She's also in her first year in middle school. The fourth character is Olivia Yuki. She is kind, shy, brave, and very knowledgeable about Aipri. She loves Aipri and is in her second year of middle school. The fifth character is Nana Atami. She lives in the largest mansion in Onegai town. She is also in her second year of middle school. The sixth character is Emma Mochinaga. She is a mysterious girl that can see through everything. She uses a crystal ball to give advice to the other Aipri. The last character is Fortu. They are a mascot-like character, seemingly from the Putty-Usa Friends line. They can flap their ears and grant the wishes of the townspeople. Let's talk about the trailer next. The trailer starts off with Inori praying to a statue for a chance at Aipri. The next scenes show Aoi and Fortu seemingly giving someone, possibly Inori, a jewel and a mirror pact. Then we get our first look at Minori as an Aipri, and how the Aipri verse looks this time around. It feels like it's some kind of castle or big school. The next moments show Gumi with what looks like her younger siblings. Olivia on her phone, Nana near a building, and Emma looking at a crystal ball. A few seconds later, there's a reveal of how the new backs of the Aipri cards look in the anime. We also see a few seconds of Inori's live. She gains wings during her Buzzrium change, and the stage looks like a party this time around with a lot of balloons. The preview ends with something really interesting. Each character talks about a different type of virtue that they want to send to you. An example is that Inori says something along the lines of, I want to send you overflowing love, with love being the virtue. Then we get the reveal that Onegai Aipri is a TV anime that will release on April 5th. I feel like the trailer is a good way to tell that we're in good hands. There was a comment that implied the team behind Himits no Aipri will be working on Onegai Aipri. The animation studio is the same, the director is the same, some voice actresses returned, and the Buzzrium change is still the same when you think about it. The only things that really changed are the names, the characters, and the setting, which seems to take place in a parallel universe to Aipri, instead of the Aipri we know from the 2 seasons of Himits no Aipri. There's also the fact that it seems like the Aimu are just gone. I don't know why the Aimu are gone, but instead of MC Aimu, we have DJ Putty Usa, which is interesting. 4-2 gives the Aipri their microphones instead of Aimu. So, instead of like the character's individual Aimu. So, it really feels weird. It feels very weird. I know that the Aimu were supposed to be the mascots, but they kind of failed. So, I guess 4-2 is a new mascot this time around. Hopefully 4-2 does better than the Aimu did. So, what is Onegai Aipri? Let's read the synopsis to find out. This is also part of what was said in the teaser, so this is important to cover if you want to know the story. You can skip this part in the video if you worry about spoilers, because it seems like it will spoil episode 1. A rough translation of the story synopsis is this. When I open the mirror pack, I can transform into a new me with makeup and stylish cords. As idol princess Aipri, Inori Konami, a first-year middle school student that moved to Onegai town, loves singing and dancing to Aipri. Please give me a chance to become an Aipri. While Nora was making a wish at the goddess statue in the plaza, she happened to come across Allie, the popular Aipri girl, and Fortu, the stuffed animal. Allie is looking for an Aipri that Fortu can grant a wish to. By opening the special mirror pack given to her by Allie, Inori makes her long-awaited Aipri debut. Allie and Fortu say they feel a sense of destiny from Inori. What kind of encounters will the Aipri have from now on? What is the wish that shines brightly in the center of your heart? Let's make everyone's wishes come true with this sparkly life. The summary seems like it's going to be interesting. Like last time, it seems to be summarized in episode 1, but Onegai Aipri seems to be like Prayer Rhythm Rainbow Live, where it takes place in a seemingly parallel universe of Himitsu no Aipri. This means that the lore that we know from Himitsu no Aipri might or might not be important, depending on what they do with the story. It will most likely be a standalone anime, since there are many things suggesting that this will be similar to Rainbow Live. All the characters from Onegai Aipri make a rainbow just like Rainbow Live and Himitsu no Aipri's first season. Also, the names of the characters spell the word Onegai. One other thing is that Onegai means many things, so it can mean please, wish, or request. That means that Onegai Aipri is like Himitsu no Aipri, where there's no correct translation of the name. Himitsu can mean secret, mystery, privacy, and all of those aspects that make up what Himitsu no Aipri is. There's a lot of focuses on wishes with Onegai Aipri, and I'm looking forward to seeing if everyone's wishes will be granted by the end. We do kinda know the brand names are Buzzrium types. It's hard to tell which they are because there's no confirmation on the brand names for some reason. I did notice that they released some pictures of the Milfy cards, and it looks like Inori's Buzzrium type is Suki, which means love. Her Buzzrium cord says Suki Suki Heart Buzzrium, so I think Suki Suki Heart will be her brand name. Alloy's type is Yume, which means dream. Her Buzzrium cord says Yume Yume Star Buzzrium, so her brand is most likely Yume Yume Star. Now we have Gumi, which has a Buzzrium type called Yujo, which means friendship. We don't know her brand name or her Buzzrium cord name, but it could be something related to candy or sweets. We have a name for the opening and ending songs. The opening song is Onegai Aipri, by all the voice actresses that voiced the Aipri this time around. The ending song is After School Wish by Iginari Tohoku-san. I'll put links to both in the description when they're available on streaming. Okay, so now we're on to the Himitsu no Aipri news. Himitsu no Aipri will have a season 2 album released on April 22nd. That's huge news because most albums release 4 to 5 months after a season ends, but this one will release under a month after the season ends. The song list is Kizuna Link, Super Easy Drive, My Luminous Words, Tokimeki Gravity, Piece of Dream, Heart Astronauts, Wild Star Solo, Wild Star Duo, Shining My Story, Miracle Twins Smile, Princess of the Future Solo, Princess of the Future Duo, and Legend Story. As of right now, we don't know if Legend Story uses the word legend or legendary in the title officially. This is an anime spoiler, but we know that the final song of Himitsu no Aipri Season 2 is Kizuna Link by Himitsu no Aipri, which are Himari, Mitsuki, Princess Tsumugi, and Ring. We don't know if the song will be on the album, and we also don't know if there will be 2 versions of the song or not, because Himitsu no Aipri really means that all the Aipri are singing the song and not just Pop and Draymond and Luminous Flora, so that's what makes it really confusing to me. There could be two versions where it's one with all the characters singing, or it could be one version where it's just Pop and Draymond and Luminous Flora singing. It's hard to tell. Now we're on to the final bit of news. The final bit of news is that just like last year, Aipri was implied to have a fourth season. I'm really confused on what's happening at the moment. I guess what they mean is that this would be year 4 of Aipri overall for the anime next year, but I'm glad there's a continuation plan. It's hard to tell what they're thinking because Himitsu no Aipri outsold Pretty Power last year. Then they said they wanted to have a season 3 or a continuation by 2026. Now in 2026, Himitsu no Aipri season 2 outsold both Pretty Power and Aipri season 1. But they switched to Onegai Aipri next, despite mentioning thoughts of making another year of Aipri. I hope Onegai Aipri meets or exceeds the expectations of the viewers, because this feels like a huge risk and gamble overall. I'll say this though, the sneak peeks of Inori's song sound like it could be better than Poppy from season 1, or Poppy. So I'm sure it'll be in good hands going forward. One more thing before I end the video, I wanted to mention that we also don't have a document. So I'm not sure if you knew this, but basically during Himitsu no Aipri season 1, well, there was an English document that came out from Takara Tomi's investor site. It said it confirmed a few things. It confirmed Himari's and Mitsuki's names, but it did confirm the term Buzzrium, and that's why I always say Buzzrium in my videos instead of Buzzloom. There's a few other things they kind of confirmed. Basically, this time around, they didn't do that. They didn't translate it in English. They didn't make an English version for the document. I don't know why, but that doesn't make sense. This is like a reboot. So I don't know. It's weird. So I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what Onegai Aipri is supposed to be. Internally, it's Aipri season 3, but in reality, it feels like Onegai Aipri is some separate part of the pre-series. So there's a pre-series website that exists, and on the pre-series website, it has yet to update. So as of the time of this recording, we don't know if Onegai Aipri is separate from Himitsu no Aipri in terms of entry wise. But then when they made that first tweet about Onegai Aipri, they called it a new pre-series. So what is Onegai Aipri? I don't know. Okay, sorry for the little ramble, but I just wanted to say that because if you're confused about what Onegai Aipri is, then I'm confused too. Let's just be confused together and enjoy Aipri. That's all I can say. So what do you think about the Onegai Aipri and Himitsu no Aipri news we got? I'm looking forward to reading your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget that you're a shining star in your own way, so be the star that you're meant to be. Keep being amazing and I'll see you next time.